Morning, lovely people. I just thought I'd stop and say hello from the gorgeous Isle of Arran. That's the Holy Isle is behind me right there, and I'm currently in Lamlash, and I'm hoping to walk some of the coastal path from Lamlash to Brodick. So I'd love it if you could join me. It's going to be a gorgeous day. The forecast was kind of so-so. Forecast a little bit of rain, but currently got blue skies, a little bit cold, but it's going to be gorgeous. So yeah, come and join me along this stretch of the coastal path on the Isle of Arran. I sailed across on the 6 a.m. ferry, sorry, the 6:30 a.m. ferry this morning. I was on the ferry for just before 6. It was my first time on the Glen Sannox, and what a ferry. Absolutely beautiful. If you haven't been on it yet, get yourself on it. Just gorgeous. So yeah, lovely day, gorgeous Holy Isle, which I will be visiting. I've got that booked up in the summer, and I'll have a video up for that when I do head over there on the little ferry that runs from Lamlash over to the Holy Isle. But for now, we are heading along the coastal path, currently on the beach, and it's quite a lot of seaweed, so I'm going to maybe make my way off this and get onto the path. But we will see you soon. I've reached the end of the track. You can take this gate section here and head around the coast, or you can head up that track there. You would head straight up and then across a track leading up to Dunfermline, which is over in that direction somewhere, and you can get to Brodick from there. That's a really nice walk. That might actually be Dunfermline up there in the distance above the Cloughlan's farm sign. However, we are heading this way and we're going to go around Cloughlan's Point. At extreme high tides, part of this path are a few inches underwater. The route is still passable higher up the beach, although wet, or you may wish to follow the alternative route via Dunfermline Fort. Go along this path today. Navigate the bog first. Keep to the edges. Oh, getting stuck on brambles now. It's quite deep as well. Oopsies. It's very deep. Oh, made it. Leave the bog behind. Nice view of Holy Isle. And we're off this way. This section of coastal path forms part of the Arran Coastal Way, which is a 68-mile long circular route around the island. Generally, people start the walk from Brodick and head in an anti-clockwise direction. As some of you may know, the Isle of Arran is known as Scotland in miniature, because in the north of the island you've got the highlands and the lowlands lie in the south of the island. So people do generally walk the Arran Coastal Way in an anti-clockwise direction, and if you were to do that, then Lamlash to Brodick is the last stage of the coastal way. As I said earlier, I caught the Glen Sannox over this morning at 6:30, and for a while there the buses weren't running in conjunction with the Glen Sannox, so it was quite difficult to do walks out with Brodick, you know, to get to other places on the island and perhaps make your way back to Brodick on foot, or if you wanted to do a walk in the mountains and plan to take the bus back to Brodick, it was really difficult because the buses weren't really running in conjunction with the ferry. However, when I googled last week, sorry, I'm just going to pause here, but we've come across another signpost. Got the option of going up here, which is quite steep, but there is a path, or you can go the coastal route there. Just look at that coastline, it's so gorgeous. We are quite high up already, although that's just been a gradual climb. Nothing at all really. Yeah, you might see some seals along here. Each year I keep saying to myself I'm going to do the Arran Coastal Way, and I never do it. This year it's on my list. Say this on every video that I make of Arran, it's my favourite place in the world, without a doubt. Sorry, got distracted with the views. So yes, I was saying about the buses, they weren't running in conjunction with the ferry. The Glen Sannox has only been in commission since January, and we're only mid-February. The buses, it just was proven quite difficult to walk anywhere but Brodick if you didn't have a car. However, when I googled last week to plan to come over today, I noticed that one bus, the bus that runs south of the island, that was running in conjunction with the ferry. So I thought, yes. I could have gone further afield, but I don't plan to spend the whole day on Arran today. So I'm heading back on the ferry this afternoon. Cliffs. And we're back navigating the boulders. I don't think it's too far actually. Before the end of the trees along there's a gate and it flattens out. You've got a beach section and then it curves around to the left. Fantastic section of the coastal way though, and what a gorgeous day. I just bumped into a couple there who live in Lamlash, and I've not looked at the forecast for tomorrow, but they said tomorrow all the ferries are going to be cancelled and tomorrow's not looking good at all. There's gusty winds and lots of rain. I'm so glad I picked today to come over to do this section of the coastal way. You can see from the dead bracken and fern here that come summer this will be really dense to walk through, so just bear that in mind if you do come in the summer months. It grows very tall. Yeah, it's not really that pleasant to walk through. Ticks thrive in this stuff. So, glasses found. We'll hand them in Brodick. This time of year though, you've obviously got better views with the fern and bracken not being around. It's quite boggy in places. Definitely boots are needed and not trainers. Made it through the rocky section and what would be the bracken and fern and lots of bog. So I'm now onto this flatter section. So we're heading for the gate in the distance there, and then towards the houses you see in the far distance, and then we turn inland. And Brodick, you can't see Brodick, it's just around the corner. Looking south towards Lamlash, you can see how dramatic the cliffs are that we navigated around. The path is somewhere in there. You can go that direction to Corrigills, but we'll head this way. How peaceful. Heading away from the beach now. Going to take this track slightly uphill, but we've got the birds singing in the trees and the sun shining. This is the end of the path from Corrigills, and now we're heading down the main road into Brodick, which is just a 5-minute walk, and then it's coffee time.